reduce your holdings in those, or are those just companies that you want to have in the portfolio and somehow benefit from pro-growth as well?
If we take a look, our financials exposure has predominantly been much more through the insurance side versus the banking sector. If we look at, though, something, a top holding of ours is Ageas. It's an insurance franchise that still trades at a significant discount to book, and we have management that is doing the right things. They're trying to deal with their legacy assets. They're looking at returning capital to shareholders, and we still think that there's room to run in a name like that.
So in terms of actually owning some of these companies, sometimes it's easier said than done for an investor, correct?
It is. You know, for a lot of these domestically oriented names, they actually don't have, you know, ADRs here in the United States. So an investor would really need to own a European-focused mutual fund in order to get access to those investment opportunities.
If you're buying something overseas, it's just not the same as the U.S. in terms of liquidity and access.
Exactly, and so you may need to set up a separate brokerage account, for example. So we just think it's an easier way. You have the quality controls, and you also have the access to management teams. So, you know, for example, I spend many times during the week meeting with European management teams, and an individual investor may not get that opportunity.
The people that you talk to, do they sound more upbeat than some of the leaders in Europe?
I think it's once bitten, twice shy. So I have a lot of these companies are just, you know, knuckering down and doing what they do best. They are not factoring into their forecasts a return to growth, but they are making sure that their operations are running very efficiently and for a zero-type growth environment. So if we start to see that top line grow, we actually think the earnings leverage will be significant.